What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. For those that don't know, my name is Alina Smith. I'm a producer and writer for acts like ITZY, Red Velvet, Classy, Produce 101, Betty Who, Fall Out Boy, and many others. And on this channel, we discuss all things music production and songwriting. So if you'd like to join the community, hit that subscribe button down below. All right, guys, so today I'm going to do what I do and produce a K-pop track, K-pop inspired track, but with a twist. You guys know I use a lot of different plugins from different companies, but today I'm going to severely limit myself and only use plugins from Output. Now, for those that don't know, Output is an amazing plugin maker that have created Arcade, which I think is one of the most revolutionary plugins I've seen recently, as well as Exhale and many others. So Output have been kind enough to give me several of their plugins to check out. So today I'm going to focus my process on mostly using their stuff. I'm really excited. Some of the plugins I'm pretty well familiar with, others not so much. So I'm going to be figuring stuff out as I go. So usually you guys know I do this timed just because it adds a little bit of something to the video and makes me go faster. But today I'm going to do this in an hour versus my usual 45 minutes because I'm not as familiar with the plugins as I am with some of the other ones I usually use. So I'm super excited, and without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, guys, so fun fact, I have been making a track for about 15 minutes and not recording. It happens to the best of us. So I really like what I've started. I'm just going to show you, I guess, what I did, what I used, and then we'll just keep going from here. So the first thing I did is I kind of didn't really have a strong idea of what kind of track I was going to make, other than I wanted it to be based on bass. And I used the plugin by Output called Substance to create this. And this is kind of what my whole beat is based on. I'll show you really quickly what I did here. I mostly just use a preset. So this preset is called Fat Wobble, very appropriate. And I barely even changed it. In Substance, it's really fun. Basically, you can, change a lot of things really quickly on this page, like the filtering of it, you know what I mean? And then you can go into more detailed sort of adjustments, which I didn't do because, to be honest, with the kind of time constraint that we have, I wanted to just find something and roll with it. So I love the bass. I think it's doing, it's really feeling great in this track. I will play you guys also kind of where everything is sitting at the moment so you can get an idea of what it is. So that's basically what I have so far. So what I also have done is I actually created this loop using Rev Loops, also by Output. Pretty sure originally this was a guitar, like a strum, like a pitchless strum on the guitar. And I added a little bit of transient shaping to it to make it what it is now. But it's lots and lots of fun. I'll be using this plugin again. Basically, you can just load in all kinds of loops that come with this library, which are percussion, which are swells, instrument sample, just you name it. So we'll be using that a bit more. So what I'm trying to do right now, what I was doing before when I realized I wasn't filming anymore, is I was trying to create an 808 to come in at a post-chorus section. So we have, this chorus right here. So, and right now it's, I've just started trying to find a second bass basically to layer under there. So let's go ahead and start working on that. So I'm using Substance again for this. And honestly, just trying to find something that will sit really nicely underneath the wobble, perhaps just a sub, perhaps it would do the same rhythm. I'm not 100% sure yet. So we're just digging. Yeah, see, there's a lot of variety too for how you can choose. If we look for just a huge sub, it will give us things that are tagged under there. That's kind of cool. I think it's a little bit too complex. We need something a bit simpler. Just honestly, like just an 808. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not so bad. I'm gonna try to see if I can cut this up though. Or should it last underneath? Should it just be like a continuous wah, wah, wah underneath? I don't know. That's the fun part about making something totally from scratch. You don't really have like a strong idea. You just kind of roll in with it. I'm not like living for it. So I'm going to freeze this and just cut it up to play the exact same rhythm as the main bass and see if that solves our issue here. All right, so I've cut it up. This is what it sounds like. Definitely big difference if you hear it without it. It's missing that sub, so I think this is a success. Let's just go ahead and fly that 808. And okay, immediately I think the drum package needs to be like bigger, but also I think there need to be other instruments coming in. I'm kind of feeling like horns, perhaps not like your traditional trumpet or anything, maybe like some kind of analog horns. Not sure, but there is a really good output plugin for this, so I'm going to try it out. Okay, so analog brass and winds. This does have some more natural sounding brass, but I also really like a lot of the kind of analog sounding things in here. We'll see if this fits this beat. There's a lot of samples as well. I love this layout of all of these plugins. It just makes it so easy to find what you like, you know? That one's good. You listen to that kind of tail. I like that. That's a little bit like dirty, like in a good way. Like, so it'd be like, something like that. Let me just go ahead and try it. It's probably going to be a mess. But let's see. Okay, so I'm not really feeling the horns now. I'm going to look at another of Output's plugins. This one is called Signal. Oh, okay, this is better. Actually, funny enough, so this is basically like a synth engine. Again, very unique to Output. But even the very first like preset that I had here adds a little bit of extra rhythm. Sounds nice in here. No gloves. I'm gonna remember that. But let's see what else we've got here. Oh! So the whole, I think, idea of this whole synth is a lot of this is rhythmic pulsing. So it kind of adds extra rhythms to your track, which is a lot of fun. I love these like very simple kind of knobs that you can just turn, and then it's lots of fun and like very quickly to get a sound that you like. I do love that a lot. I think maybe even making this a bit grittier. There's another plugin that they gave me, which is called Thermal, which is like a saturation plugin, which I think could be lots and lots of fun to try this. Again, really great presets. You guys know that, you know, the key to moving fast, at least in my opinion, is the presets. And then in the later parts of the production is when I'm like tweaking. I love the noise. Yeah, and I maybe just want to like, you know, fake spread it a little bit. Just so it sounds a bit wider, you know. Okay, I think definitely adding more percussion here is gonna make this part feel bigger, better, all of those things, you know. Let's see, I want to again obviously I can look on Splice and find samples, but I want to see if I can use reverse loops again, because I really enjoyed that process. I thought it was lots and lots of fun. Rev loops. So I was showing off this plugin when I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But basically it's super simple. You know, you get a set of loops in like every kind of package type deal, and then you can change their key by using these red keys. Super easy, fun. That's a cool little top loop. Lots of fun. Something really interesting about this, I think it needs to be cut up and maybe like transient shaped to kind of fit this track. Right now it feels a little out of left field to me, but we can still work with it. think what we need to do now for this track is we do need to modernize it a bit. I think it needs to have like an 808 hat loop. Let me loop it. I don't want to play one right now because I know time's a ticking. And I think what I want to do is I want to process the synth a little bit better as well. What I think I want to do here is I want to create another section, whether it's a verse or it's a pre-chorus, just something that feels totally musically different than these two sections. Okay, so I want to start perhaps with just a simple beat. I'm going to make one just using the drums I already have loaded in, but just changing the pattern, the rhythm a little bit. What I want to try to come up with is either some sort of lead line or some sort of fun chords. So I'm going to start with Exhale, which is a super fun plugin by Output that's actually been around for a little while, and I've heard of it before. All of this is sampled vocals, so it's really lots of fun, and you can find interesting things in here. You just have to kind of look through. For something that inspires you, you know? So I cut this thing up right here. I think this is kind of fun. You know, we could just like repeat that. Let's put this with the beat that I made. Let's put thermal on this. I really like these lo-fi presets in here. Maybe vocal. No, it's gonna be more like vocals. Let's just play around these. Oh my gosh. Broken. I bet that will be bad. Oh, okay, all right. Oh my Lord. Whoa, that's really fun. And just like a touch of reverb, like a little hair of reverb, you know? So break and then do it again. Something like that. Lots of fun. And yeah, I think we just need like a little simple 808. Yeah, let me get like a stomp, something a little crunchier on the bottom. Yeah, and we just need like a little bass, like probably like an 808 hanging in there, you know, something that isn't like too difficult. Hey! You can drop these down octave. Oh, it sounds like kind of whack though, like. It sounds like it doesn't reach to the top note. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Let me just... yeah, it sounds pitchy. Like... Here we go. Oh yeah, it sounds good. You know, a little funky, but that's what makes it cool, right? So this is very like basic, you know, there's a lot of, I think percussion that could go into this. I'm almost wondering if I should just grab something for now, just so it doesn't sound so incredibly basic. Maybe just this hat. Why don't we just, for now, grab this hat, no roll in the first time around, and I also want to maybe detune it, just like, yeah, so it feels different. Okay, so if this is K-pop, right, then we need a different pre-chorus. I probably have like 1 minute left. Like, let me see. I literally have 57 seconds. I knew this happens to me every time. Every time the pre-chorus is like very much last. But we're going to do it anyway. We'll do something really simple for it. I just want to find a really nice chord progression for this. Okay, so here's my chord progression. Because I think for K-pop too, a lot of the times the pre-chorus chords go really soulful. So what I don't want to do though is keep this piano. I want to find a sound that's really interesting to use for this as like a main bass sound. So let's take a look at what we have here that we haven't really touched from Output. I mean, I'm kind of curious to see what analog strings will do for this. So some of these sound close to like real acoustic strings, but a lot of this is just like exactly what it sounds like. It's analog strings. It's interesting. So we might be able to find something kind of fun, bendy, interesting up in here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love this. Look at this. This is like, it's fascinating. I could do this all day. Something about my brain's like, in my brain's like really happy. This is so cool. I actually really love this sort of like airy thing. Detunes it a bit. Oh, it's beautiful. I love this as like, this wouldn't be the main. This would be more like a thing hanging kind of in the background. So I'm going to actually mute this right now. And I'm going to maybe look at exhale for a main sound. I love this. I think these babies need to kind of move around a little bit. Yeah, like a nice 2-bar loop's nice, honestly. Kind of slow swell. And these, I think, I might tremolate them just to kind of pulses. It'll be nice. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, guys, so it's been more than an hour. But I do have a beat. You know, it is very imperfect in my opinion. Like every section is so different that I think they all need like so much more work. But I think this just shows though that you can create something like this that has a lot of versatility really, really quickly, especially if you use the right tools like the output tools. So yeah, let's just go ahead and listen to this. Anyway, yeah, I think it's got a lot of good parts, a lot of promising parts. The post-chorus is probably like still the roughest part because I just needs to feel like really massive and it still doesn't. But I think it's got a lot of potential and, you know, there's a lot of fun to make with all these new tools. All right, you guys, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like, leave a comment because that really helps the channel. And on that note, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you guys next time. Bye.